ब्रह्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्री चिद्गणेशाय नमो। मह्यं सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नाम रूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्धिबोध्यं बुद्धिरित्यम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं तदेव नमस्तोऽन्यत् इति मे निश्चितामतिः। Yesterday we looked at the Manana Lakshana. Manana nama Pratyak Brahma Ikya Sadhaka Tad Bheda Badhaka Yuktivihi. Yuktivi Sada Advitiya Brahmatmaikya Anusandhanam. And in that there are two types of yuktis. One are Pratyak Brahmaikya Sadhaka. Those yuktis that will land you in Aikya between Vyashti and Samashti, and the other is Bheda, Tad Bheda Badhaka, meaning Pratyak Brahma Bheda Badhaka. Those would negate the differences between the Vyashti and Samashti. We have seen the former, let's look at the latter now. Bheda Badhaka, Badhaka Yuktayah. Anumana Pramanam, there also Anumana Yukti is taken. Pratyak Parat Chitor Bhedaha Mithya. The difference, there is a difference between Vyashti and Samashti, Pratyak Atma and Parabrahma. Both are consciousness. But on top of the consciousness, Satchidananda or Satyam Jnanam Anantam, which is their Swarupa, we can't even say there because there are no two entities anymore when you land on the Satchidananda Tattva, which cannot be segmented. But there is a Bheda. What is the Bheda? The Upadhi Bheda is there. At the Samashti level, the Maya Upadhi creates Ishvara, whereas the Avidya Upadhi at the Vyashti level creates Jiva. That Bheda is there. That Bheda is Mithya. Upadhi Adhinatvat, Upadhyadhinatvat, Ghatakasha Matakashayoho Bhedavat. Just like Ghatakasha and Matakasha are just names given to the same Akasha, which was never segmented due to the Ghata Upadhi and Matha Upadhi. Yannevam Tannevam. Yada Upadikam na bhavati tan mithya na bhavati. So that which is not in this type, it cannot fall into that category. Thereby the Chit itself is not an Upadhi. Yanna evam Aupadikam. Yat Chit na Aupadikam bhavati. Aupadikam na bhavati. Tat Chit mithya na bhavati. You should say Sa actually. Chit is Strilinga. So Ya Chit Aupadikam na bhavati. Sa Chit mithya na bhavati. Yatha Vyavharika Ghatapatadi Bhedaha Aupadikatva eva Satyaha na mithya tadvat. Vyavharika Ghatapatadi Bhedaha Aupadikatva abhava. In Vyavhara, you cannot say that the Ghata and Pata are Upadis. In Vyavhara, you have to deal with the Ghata. You are not dealing with the Chaitanya there, you are dealing with the Ghata and Pata. There they are not Upadis. When you are dealing with Chaitanya, then they are Upadis. Tadvat. Ataeva yatra upadi nibandanaha bhedaha tatra mithya eva saha. Thereby we have a vyapti now. Yatra upadi nibandanaha bhedaha. Bheda is what? Upadhi nibandanaha. Nibandhana is created by that. So upadi nibandhana, nibandhana means karana. So upadi nibandhanam यस्य भेदस्य सह भेदः उपाधि निबंधनः. Upadi karanam yasya. Upadi is the karana for which bheda. Meaning bheda is created by the upadi. Otherwise there is no bheda. Tatra tatra mithya eva sa. Sa ka bhedah. Sa bheda mithya bhavati. Natu satyah. So the bheda created between Parabrahma and Pratyagatma is aupadika due to Jiva Sharira and the Jiva Sharira Avidya Karya and Maya Sharira, which is Mithya. So that is the Anumana Pramana for Bheda Badaka between Pratyak and Parabrahma. Upamana, example is given, Yatha Bimba Pratibimbayor Bhedaha Mithya Tatha Jiva Brahmanorapi. So just like example is given, between the Bimba and Pratibimba, between the original and the reflection, is there a difference? There is no difference. Otherwise, if there is a difference, we won't look into the mirror to see whether there is something in the eye. We cannot see the eye. The eye cannot see the eye. Therefore, we have to look in the mirror. Now, when you are looking in the mirror, the eye that you see in the mirror is not different from the eye that you have. If there were a difference, we wouldn't look at it. So, yatha pratibimba, bimba pratibimbayo bheda mithya. The difference is mithya. There appears to be a difference, but there is no difference. Tatha jiva brahmanorapi. Jiva is like a reflected consciousness, Brahma being the original. The Bimba Chaitanya is not different from the Pratibimba Chaitanya is not different from the Brahma Chaitanya, which is the Bimba Chaitanya. Arthapatti Pramana. Arthapatti is used. So presumption. Mahavakyer Upanishadsu Jiva Brahmanor Abheda Eva Nishchitaha. This we have seen earlier also. We have seen in the Sadhaka Yukti. Same is used for Badaka also. You just reverse it. Mahavakyer Upanishadsu Jiva Brahmanor Abheda Eva Nishchita. We know that Tattvamasi has been taught 9 times in Chandogya Sashtodhyaya. Everywhere else only Aikya has been taught. Tatparya Nishchaya is there. We have seen the Shadlinga yesterday. Yadi Pratiyamanopi Bhedaha Vastutaha Na Mithya Syat Tarhi Mahavakyer Abhedo Na Pratipadyeta. Pratipadyate tu. So Anyatha Anubhapatti Pramana is used here for Arthapatti to show that otherwise not possible. Had there, Yadi Pratiyamana Api Bheda, there is a Pratiti. Bheda Pratiti is there is an appearance of Bheda. If that appearance of Bheda, difference between Brahma and Jiva, had been real, Vastuta na Mithya Syat, had it not been Mithya, earlier it was said, had it been real. Here it is said, had it not been Mithya, the difference. Had the difference not been Mithya, then Tarhi Mahavakye Abhedo Na Pratipadyet. Then the Aikya wouldn't have been taught between the Parabrahma and Pratyagatma. Where is it taught? Through all Mahavakyas, in all Upanishads. Pratipadyate tu. So it has been revealed. Tasmad Arthapatti Pramanadapi Jiva Brahmano Bhedaha Mithya eva. Therefore, Anyatha Anubhapatya, otherwise it is not possible, since Shruti is revealing Aikya, which Shruti wouldn't have done had there been real Bheda. Meaning, here we should say, had the Bheda between Parabrahma and Pratyak Atma not been Mithya, then Abheda wouldn't have been taught. Aikya has been taught, therefore the Bheda between the two is Mithya. Anupalabdhi Pramanamapi. Anupalabdhi, absence. Jagrat Swapnayor Upadehe Sattvat Jiva Brahmanor Bheda Pratiyate. In waking state and in dream state, There is a waking body separate, there is a dream body separate. Due to their presence, there is a difference between Jiva and Brahma. In waking state also, Brahma is separate from the Jiva. In dream state also, Brahma is separate from the Jiva. There is a pratiti, there is an appearance in both waking and dream. Sushuptau tadabhavad bhedo naiva upalabhyata ityatah jiva brahmanor bheda paramarthata naiveti nischiyate. But in the deep sleep state, dreamless sleep state, tadabhavad, there is no pratiti also. There is no pratiti of difference. Therefore, jiva brahmanor bheda paramarthata naiveti nischiyate. There is absence of bheda. There is anupalabdhi of bheda in Sushupti, whereas had it been real, had the bheda been real, it should continue to be there in Sushupti also. In Sushupti there is anupalabdhi. Because of anupalabdhi of bheda, but you recall on waking up that I slept happily, therefore I was there. There is no recollection of bheda. There is recollection of aikya actually, which is difficult to understand. There is no division at all in the deep sleep state, where the king is no longer the king, where the insect is no longer the insect, where the beggar is no longer the beggar, says the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. That kind of Sushupti, where aikya is clear, should be clear. Had it not been for avidya, one would have been mukta. But the avidya continues, and thereby during the Sushupti avastha, one is unable to understand this aikya. But in waking also, one does not recollect the bheda because bheda isn't there. Thereby anupalabdhi of bheda is pramana. Sushuptau tadabhavat bhedo naiva upalabhyate ityatah jiva brahmanor bheda paramarthata naiva iti nischiyate. It is ascertained so. Iti anupalabdhi pramanam evam eta bheda khandana yuktayah. These are the ways in which we do bheda khandana, and thereby Brahma and Pratyak Atma, between them there is bheda badaka yuktis. Further, nididhyasana lakshana. What is nididhyasana? It is defined bheda pratyaya, anatma pratyaya, same as bheda pratyaya. Bheda pratyaya, it is broken here. It should not be broken. There should be a dash at least. Bheda pratyaya anantarita brahmakara pratyaya pravaha eva nididhyasanam uchyate. What is nididhyasana? Bheda pratyaya anantarita brahmakara pratyaya pravaha eva nididhyasanam uchyate. Nididhyasana is nothing but brahmakara pratyaya pravaha. There is a continuous series of pratyaya, series of vrittis of brahmakara. Brahmakara vritti, pratyaya pravaha. There is brahmakara vritti. Vritti continues to exist. What is this vritti? It is brahmakara vritti. This brahmakara vritti should not be segmented by bheda pratyaya, bheda vritti. So continuous series of Tailadharavat, there is a brahmakara vritti without the bheda pratiti. That itself is called as nididhyasanam. In yoga, dharana, then dhyana. Dharana is trying to focus on a particular object. Here the object in Vedanta is the Mahavakya or something similar which will land in Advaita Tattva. When that becomes a Brahmakara vritti without any Bheda vritti, then the Dharana gets converted to Dhyana in Yoga Shastra, whereas here this will be called as Nididhyasana. Now in this Nididhyasana there is only Brahmakara vritti. The same Nididhyasana Paripaka Avastha eva Samadhiriti. Dhyana There it is vritti shunya. In Yoga Shastra, they say vritti shunya. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That is called as samprajnata samadhi with vritti, asamprajnata samadhi without vritti. Here in Vedanta, savikalpaka samadhi and nirvikalpaka samadhi, two Vedas are done. Savikalpaka samadhi can be compared to the asamprajnata samadhi of the yogis. The difference is that yogis can have anything as an object, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, anything, Ishvara, Prana, and by saying anything, there Patanjali Maharshi says in Yoga Sutras, you can meditate upon anything. He gives some samples and then says you can meditate upon anything you like. So this also will become included. Mahavakya is included there. Thereby, Samadhi one can have on Mahavakya also. But to retain the vritti, Brahmakara vritti, and avoid the vritti shunyatvam, Vedantin will hold on to the vritti, thereby savikalpaka samadhi or the asamprajnata samadhi can be said to be equal. Nirvikalpaka samadhi, there is a difference of opinion as to whether there is vritti or not. Trikuti bheda is not there, is accepted. So let's stick to that. That Trikuti bheda drops off in Trikutis, the dhyata, dhyana, and the dhyata, dhyana, and the Dhyaya. Dhyaya is the Mahavakya, Brahmakara, Vritti. Dhyana is the process going on, Nididhyasanam. Whereas the Dhyata is the Jiva who is following this Nididhyasana. This continues in Savikalpaka Samadhi. In Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, all these three are merged into the Vritti itself, the Dhyaya, Brahmakara. So let's not deal with it more. That is Samadhi. What is Samadhi? Simple definition of Samadhi here is given by Sadhu as Nididhyasana Paripaka Avastha. Nididhyasana becomes more and more mature. That's all. What it is, when we reach there, we'll see. Iti. Nididhyasane antarbhavatna samadhi pratak sadhanatvena ganyate. The idea is that Samadhi is not a separate sadhana. Samadhi cannot give anything. Now, this is a revealer. I'll just mention it. I'll not delve into it, but this is a revealer. If Samadhi is not a pratak sadhana, then if it is same as Nididhyasana, then it is a matured Nididhyasana. That's the difference. So, Nididhyasana can be counted, Samadhi can also be counted. One of them has to be counted. Now, because it is Nididhyasana itself which is mature, Samadhi is not counted. We'll take it in that manner. Else, Samadhi, if there is vritti, if there are vrittis which are objectifiable during the Samadhi, then Samadhi being on this Aikya should have been counted. So I would say that Anyatha Anupapatya, Samadhi can also be considered as vritti shunyatvam. But anyway, those who do not agree can keep it in this simple manner, that Paripaka Avastha, whatever that Paripaka Avastha is, we'll say that it is Trikuti Rahita Avastha. So that is the Nididhyasana Lakshana. Shravanadi Prayojana Nirupana. What is the Prayojana of each of these? Because we are looking at Anubandha Chatushtaya. In Anubandha Chatushtaya, now we have to analyze this Shravanadi Prayojana also. Shravanadini Yadyapi na Saksha Jnana Sadhanani. Apramanatvat. We saw a little yesterday. Now, Antaranga Sadhanatvam Kasya. Among these 8, starting from Vivekadi Chatushtaya have been shown to be Bahiranga, to Jnana, to Moksha, and the Shravanadi are shown to be Saksha Jnana Sadhana. Then Saksha is Antaranga, not Sakshat. Comparatively Sakshat, but better to use Antaranga, so not Sakshat. Shravanadini Yadyapi na Saksha Jnana Sadhanani. Shravanadi are Shravana Mana Nididhyasana, and then finally Tattvam Shodhanam, Tattvam Padartha Shodhanam. That Tattvam Padartha Shodhana is the 4th which was mentioned earlier. Now, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana are not Sakshat sadhanas, they are Antaranga sadhanas. Yadyapi na Sakshat Jnana sadhani. Why do you say Sakshat Jnana sadhani? They are not. Everywhere it is considered Sakshat sadhana. He says Apramanatvat. Shravana we saw yesterday is not a pramana. Manana is not a pramana. It is sadhana, all right, but it is not a pramana. Saksha, it is not a pramana because we don't see in the listing. Listing only Shabda is mentioned. Shabda is pramana, therefore Mahavakya alone is pramana. Shruti is pramana, Shravana is not pramana, Manana Bhauduram. Tathapi Tani Jnana Pratibandaki Bhuta Buddhi Dosha Sambhavana Asambhavana Viparita Bhavanadin Nashayanti. However, what is their prayojana then? If they are not pramana, then why should we hold on to it? Tathapi Tani Shravanadini Jnana Pratibandaki Bhuta Buddhi Dosha. What are the Buddhi doshas? They present obstacles to Jnana. They block the Jnana. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana are also to remove the obstacles to Jnanotpatti. What are these doshas? Pratibandaki Bhuta Buddhi Dosha. These are Buddhyantargata doshas, Antakarana doshas, which are in the form of Asambhavana. It is impossible that I am Brahma. A lot of people, even after many years of Shravana, also have this problem because for Shravana also Vivekadi is not sufficient. If Vivekadi are sufficient, there cannot be Asambhavana. Viparita Bhavana astu. Viparita Bhavana is there for many, which is all right. Viparita Bhavana takes a lot of time because it is a very strong impression, set of vasanas collected across janmas, which are difficult to give up when Sharira is there. So Sharira will keep on dragging person with Viparita Bhavana, but Asambhavana is at the Antakarana level, at the Buddhi level. That should go. Asambhavana should go. In fact, one should land on Sambhavana and then Asambhavana of Dvaita Asambhavana. There cannot be Bheda. Bheda Asambhavana is what should be the phala really. People say that Aikya, yes it is Aikya, but I think it is impossible in my case at least. They may grant it to others, but in one's own case one holds on to Asambhavana. That is a dosha, Buddhi dosha. What is it? Samshaya also. If Asambhavana gets diluted, the impossibility comes to doubt. Oh, may be possible. Let me inquire into it. So, Samshaya, Shravana may lead to taking away Asambhavana and one may land into Samshaya. What is Viparita Bhavana? Viparita Bhavana is Viparyayaha. All the projections of basically Tadatmya Sambandha. That is the end of it is Tadatmya Sambandha. This Jagat is where I associate and then take carve out a part of the Prapancha and consider it as myself by taking that Deha, associating with a particular Deha. Dehatma Buddhi ityartha. So, Nashayanti ityataha sadhanani. They are not Sakshat sadhanas, but they are nonetheless because they counter all the obstacles to Jnanotpatti. Shravanasya upayoga. So what is the Shravana upayoga? Vedanta vakyam kim advitiyam brahma bodhayati uta yatkinchid arthantaram iti pramanagata sandeha shravanena nivartyate. Pramanagata sandeha nivartyate. Shravanena takes away the doubts regarding the pramana, which is the Shabda, meaning Upanishads. What are the Upanishads really talking about? What is the Tatparya? Vedanta Vakyam, Upanishad Vakyam, Kim Advitiyam Brahma Bodhayati. Do the Upanishads, we should take the entire set. Do all the Upanishads have their Tatparya in Advitiya Brahma, Uta, or Yatkinchit Arthantaram, or something else? Whether Bheda or Ansha Bhava or real and unreal both. I mean, this Prapancha is of this manner, creation is of this type. What exactly is the Upanishad committed to? Veda or so Dvaita or Vishishtadvaita or Advaita or Gati somewhere else, Swarga, or real bondage going away? What exactly is it revealing? Those doubts are taken away by Shravana. Through Tatparya Nishya, we have seen yesterday. Mananasya Upayogaha. What is the Upayoga of Manana? Jiva Brahmanur Abheda Satya Uta Bheda iti. So, Abheda Satya Uta Bheda Satya. Jiva Brahmanur Abheda Satya Uta Jiva Brahmanoho Bheda Satya iti Prameyagata Sandeha. Such a Aneka Prakaro api Mananena Nivaryate. There are various ways of Manana. Through various ways of Manana, the doubt regarding, Sandeha regarding the Prameya. Prameya is what? The Abheda or Bheda. What exactly is true, Satyaha. That is taken away, that doubt is taken away by Manana. So one takes away the, Shravana takes away the Pramana Samshaya, whereas the Manana takes away Prameya Samshaya. After Shravana, one should be very sure that Upanishads are teaching Advaita Tattva. That is a phala. Manana, yes, I am that Brahma. This is the Manana phala. Prameya is me. I am the Prameya Vastu in all the Upanishads. Brahma, which is non-different from me, that is the teaching. It is the Manana phala. Nididhyasanasya upayoga. If you have landed, then why do you need Nididhyasana? Nididhyasanasya upayoga dehadi drishya prapancha sarvopi satyaha jiva brahmanor bhedascha satyaha iti dhihi viparita bhavana. What is viparita bhavana? Considering viparita is contrary to what is real. There is already a nishchaya that Upanishad teaches Aikya after Shravana. In Manana, yes, that Aikya is applicable even to me. I have no doubts that I am Brahma. That is Manana phala. Now what happens is that contrary to that, viparita to that understanding, there is Purva Vasana working, viparita bhavana, which drags the body-mind sense complex, drags a person due to the vasanas which are there, which start manifesting and drag the person out to the level of the body. They make Brahma person, individual, and based on circumstances, one is dragged down to the level of the body-mind sense complex. Thereby, Viparita Bhavana is a buddhi, it's a dhi, that Dehadi Drishya Prapanchaha Sarva Api Satyaha. I become an individual. Becoming an individual in my thinking, there is a prapancha outside which is made up of several individuals. So Dehadi Drishya Prapancha, starting with my body, ending with the other bodies in the prapancha, is Dehadi Drishya Prapancha, whatever is seen. Tridrishya Viveka is lost. Just a moment. So Dehadi Drishya Prapancha Sarvapi Satyaha Jiva Brahmano Bheda Cha Satyaha. The world which is seen outside is outside. I am limited. Thereby, there is a creator of this world who is Brahma as per the Shastra. I am different from him. Thereby, all these differences are real. This is the Viparita Bhavana which has always been there before Shravana and Manana. Now this comes up once in a while. Sacha Nididhyasanena Nivaryate. That goes away by Nididhyasana. Evam Shravanaditrayam Jnana Pratibandaki Bhuta Asambhavana Viparita Bhavana Nivritti Dwara परंपरया अपरोक्ष ज्ञान साधनं भवति। तो एवं श्रवणादित्रयम् श्रवणादित्रयम् इज श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन। श्रवणादित्रयम् ज्ञान प्रतिबंधकी भूत असंभावना विपरीत भावना। We have seen this earlier also. Jnana pratibandhaki bhuta, those which are in the form of obstacles to jnana. After the jnanotpatti, earlier we saw for jnanotpatti. Now after jnanotpatti also there are pratibandhakas which have been taken away, some by shravana and manana. Therefore jnanotpatti was possible. Now even after jnanotpatti, that jnana is not sthira. It has come about, but then it does not remain because of this viparita bhavana. Thereby these have to be taken away. Earlier it was asambhavana, and this asambhavana may come up, satya. When you have thinking, no, it is satya, then asambhavana may crop up again. Viparita bhavana may continue. Thereby, shravanadi trayam, the all three put together, nivritti dwara, paramparaya aparoksha jnana sadhanam bhavati. Paramparaya, not to sakshat. Therefore, the entire triad of Shravana Manana Nididhyasana just take away the obstacles to Jnanotpatti by taking away Asambhavana and Viparita Bhavana. That Shruti talks about Aikya, that kind of Asambhavana is Pramana Gata Sandeha. Asambhavana, that I cannot be that, is taken away by Manana, which is Prameya Gata Sandeha. Asambhavana. Viparita Bhavana is taken away by Nididhyasana. Yes, it is true, but I can't hold on to it. There is no Nitaram Sthiti. Nishtha is lacking. All those are taken away by the triad. Therefore, Paramparaya Aparoksha Jnana Sadhanam Bhavati. So, Natu Sakshat. So far, what has been said is that every sadhana is taking away some kind of an obstacle. Earlier, Chitta Shuddhi, Vivekadi Chatushtaya. Now, Shravanadi Traya is taking away the obstacles to Jnanotpatti, to Nishtha in Jnana. What about Jnanotpatti itself? How do you get Jnanotpatti? Natu Sakshat. These are not Sakshat sadhana. Then what is the Sakshat sadhana? Aparoksha Jnana Sakshat sadhanam. Jnanasya Sakshat sadhanam to Shrotrendriya Sambadha Vedanta Vakyam Eva. This is very important, lost on many. I am doing Shravanam Punah Punah Kuryat. There is a statement, Shravanam Punah Punah Kuryat. But Shravana, when Shravana is taking place, listen to anything and everything. That is not Shravana leading to Phala. Phala is only by Sakshat sadhana. Sakshat sadhana for jnana is Shrotrendriya Sambadha Vedanta Vakyam Eva. Vedanta Vakya itself leads to moksha. How so? Neti Neti. There also Neti Neti. It reveals, and by revealing Aikya, it takes away the misunderstanding caused by Ajnana. Adhyasa caused by Ajnana. The Ajnana is taken away. Thereby Ajnana Karya Adhyasa is taken away. Thereby Vikshepa goes away. When the Avarana is taken away, Ajnana is countered by the Vedanta Vakya, which is Jnana, which leads to Jnana. That Jnana being stronger than Ajnana, which is Jnana Virodhi. Jnana Virodhi Ajnanam. Ajnana, nunge there in Ajnanam, na Jnanam Ajnanam, that nunge there is Virodharthe nunge. It is opposing the Aikya Jnana. Yat kinchit bhava padartha Ajnanam. It is not Abhava Rupa Jnana. Abhava cannot give rise to anything. Abhava cannot lead to bondage. The Ajnana that leads to bondage has to be Bhava Rupa. Yat kinchit Bhava Rupa. If it is Satya, it will never go away. If it is shunya, asat, then bondage would never be there. So yatkinchit bhavarupa padartha, we should accept padartha which is ajnanam. That ajnana is opposed to jnana, aikya jnana. Aikya jnana becomes stronger by the sakshat sadhana of Vedanta Vakya Shrotrendriya Sambandha Vedanta Vakyam. The Vedanta Vakya which is heard via Shrotrendriya, that Vedanta Vakya, see Shravana is what? Shravana is Shru Dhatu plus Lyut. Bhave Lyut. That Shravanam is hearing. What you are hearing, that is Mahavakya. Some may get confused that that is Shravana. No, Shrotrendriya Sambandha Vedanta Vakya I am listening to, that is Shravana. That is not Shravana. Shravana is the process of hearing. Bhave Vitpatti, Lyut. Here we have Shrotrendriya Sambandha Vedanta Vakyam. Vedanta Vakya itself causes Jnanotpatti. It should be connected to the Shrotrendriya. There is a lot of technicality here as to why Shrotrendriya. Why cannot I look at it and read? You can read, but it is not Shrotrendriya Sambandha. A lot of Indriyas are at play. When you are reading, your eyes are open. There is a lot of noise there. Anyway, we'll not delve into it much right now. Shrotrendriya Sambandha. Let's understand that Vedanta Vakyam Sakshat Sadhanam Jnanasya. Jnana arises only due to Vedanta Vakya. Nothing else is Pramana. Shrotrendriya Sambandha Vedanta Vakyam eva Jnanasya Sakshat Sadhanam. Taccha Dviprakaram. Now that is of two types. Paroksha, Aparoksha, both. Avantara Vakyam, Mahavakyam Cheti. Avantara Vakyam. Other than Mahavakyas are Avantara Vakya. Mahavakyas are those which teach Aikya between the Vyashti and Samashti. Avantara Vakya are anything other than those. So Avantara Vakyam, Mahavakyam Chaiti, Vedanta Vakyam, Viprakaram. Jivatma, Paramatma, Swarupa, Pratipadaka Vakyam, Avantara Vakyam. Who is this Jiva? Who is this Paramatma? These kind of statements, these kind of revealing statements. Who is Jiva? A lot of discussion is there on Jivotpatti. Tasmad va etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta akashad vayu and so on. The entire sequence of creation is also there with Paramatma and Jagat Karana. Finally, Aushadibhyo annam annat purushaha. So annat purusha is Jivotpatti, is the misunderstanding there. But it teaches annat purusha, kasa purusha, or anena atmana anupravishya, athava tat srishtva tadeva anupravishat. Having created that purusha, he entered. All this is, entered, then there is a jiva, there is a paramatma. All these are revealed in the Shruti. So jivatma, paramatma, swarupa, pratipadaka vakyam, avantara vakyam. Tadaikya pratipadaka vakyam, mahavakyam iti cha uchyate. What is Mahavakya? Those which teach Aikya between this Jiva and Paramatma. There is a general discussion and there is a specific discussion. In the specific discussion, you have, who is this Jiva? Samsari Jiva. Then there is Paramatma. Who is that Paramatma? Jagat Karana. He is the creator. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya Karanam, Tat Jalana. So in Chandogya, I think Tritiya or Panchamodhyaya, Tat Jalana. Tasmad Jayate. Tasmad Paramatmanaha Jayate. Prapancha. So is Tajja. Then Talla. Tasmin Liyate. Tasmin Neva Parabrahmani Paramatmani Liyate. Prapancha. Therefore Talla. Tajja. Tajjalana. Ana. Tasmin Anati. Tena anati, so is sustained by him, sustained by the same Paramatma. Thereby he is Srishti Sthiti Laya Karana, Tajjalana. Samasa is shortened further by Shruti by calling Brahma as Tajjalana. All these are Paramatma discussions. Pratipadaka Vakyam, Avantara Vakyam. And Mahavakyam will show Aikya between Jiva and Paramatma. Avantara Vakyena Paroksham Eva Jnanam Jayate. Through Avantara Vakya, what happens? Only Paroksha Jnana can take place. Avantara Vakyena Paroksham Eva Jnanam Jayate. It is not immediate. Immediate knowledge is born out of Avantara Vakya. Oh, Jiva is there is a Parameshwara. So Brahma Asti iti Jnanam Mahavakyena to Aparoksham eva. Mahavakya leads to Aparoksha Jnana. Aparoksha is immediate. What is the difference between the two? Asti Brahma iti Jnanam Paroksham. Yes, there is Brahma. Asti. Astitvadi. Asti Brahma. All the Vaidikas say Brahma Asti. Shunyavadis, Jainas, Buddhists basically need not be Shunyavadi. Bauddha Mata and Jaina Mata, there they don't have concept of Brahma Asti. Because Avaidika. Brahma Asti iti Jnanam Paroksham. Yes, there is something called Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Avantara Vakya. That will lead to Paroksha Jnana. Oh yes, there is Brahma. Satchidananda Brahma exists. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. There is some entity like that. Ahameva Brahma iti Jnanam Aparoksham. I am that Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Aham Asmi. Satchidananda Brahma Aham Asmi. Iti Jnanam Aparoksham. That is immediate knowledge. Tvameva Brahmasi iti Guru Upadishta Mahavakya Shravananantaram Shrotu Shishyasya Pushkala Sadhana Sampannasya. Pushkala Sadhana Sampannasya Shishyasya. Who is a Shrota? Who is listening to the Guru Upadesha? What is that Guru Upadesha? Mahavakya. What kind of Mahavakya? Tvameva Brahmasi. Tattvamasi. You are that Brahma. The Guru is teaching, you are that Brahma, and there is a Shrotrendriya Sambandha Mahavakya now. Tvameva Brahmasi. This is the Mahavakya which is Shrotuhu, Shrotrendriya Sambandha Mahavakya. Who is the Shrota? Shrota is a Shishya who has Shraddha in the Guru. Guru, who is in the Sampradaya teaching the Shruti. He knows that he is teaching the Shruti, and in his Upadesha he has Shruti, and Guru Upadesha he has Shraddha in. That kind of a Shishya, but who is also Pushkala Sadhana Sampanna. He should be Vivekadi Sadhana Chatushte Sampanna. Tasya Shishyasya Aham Brahmasmi iti Aparoksham eva Jnanam Jayate. When he says Tvameva Brahmasi, then he understands as Aham Brahmasmi iti Aparoksham eva Jnanam Jayate. That is immediate. That is Jnana really. Anything else is not really Aparoksha Jnana. That Jnana will not lead to Mukti. Only this Aham Brahmasmi iti Aparoksham eva Jnanam will lead to Mukti. Shrotrena Asambaddham Vakyam Naiva Jnanam Janaye. The Vakya which is not connected to Shrotrendriya will not lead to Jnanotpatti. Does not lead to Jnanotpatti. Why? Why not? Why should it be? Why should it be so? I get all sorts of knowledges elsewhere. Why should I not get this knowledge also, however I want? Shabda Pramana works in this manner. It is not Drishya Pramana. It is Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana has its own way of working. It has nothing else in between. There is no block there. There is no scattering there. Shrotrendriya, the way it works is a little different. Shabda Pramana works only in this manner. You cannot say that I'll read. If you read, it is not Shabda. Shabda is, for Shabda, Pramana is Shrotrendriya. So when you say Shabda Pramana, we have all studied that Shabda is a Pramana. When you say Shabda is a Pramana, you cannot say I'll read the Shabda. If If you read the Shabda, then your Shrotrendriya is not being used and you are not using the Shabda as Pramana. Something else is Pramana. There your eyes are working. Eyes are working, that time what you get is not Aparoksha Jnana. It does not lead to Jnanotpatti. It is not Shabda Pramana at all. Shabda Pramana will work only through Shrotrendriya. Shrotrena asambaddham vakyam naiva jnanam janayet. Ataha Shrotrendriya sambadha mahavakyam eva aparoksha jnana hetuhu. So what is the sakshat sadhana for jnana, aparoksha jnana, especially aparoksha jnana? Only Shrotrendriya sambadha mahavakyam. Mahavakya is the cause for jnanotpatti. Anyone else says that no, my guru got it without Vedanta. One, incorrect. Second, he does not know. Third, the guru may not recall, but in Purva Janma, there has been Mahavakya Upadesha, which has worked except for the Prarabdha Lesha, which may have taken away the obstacles right now. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, the way they take away obstacles, Vivekadi Sadhana Chatushya Sampatti or others also take away obstacles. When they take away obstacles, some Prarabdha Lesha is there, that goes away. It appears as though out of nothing one has become Mukta. Siddhi lacking. Siddhi lacking, one may not know as to how a person got Mukti, but it is always due to Shrotrendriya Sambadha Mahavakya, now or earlier. Mahavakyena sarvesham jnanam aparoksham eva jayate natu paroksham iti niyamah. And what is the niyama here? What is the rule? Mahavakyena sarvesham jnanam aparoksham eva jayate. You cannot say that I have heard the Mahavakya, but I have not no aparoksha jnana. That is only possible if jnana itself is not born. If jnana is born, then it has to be aparoksha. It cannot be paroksha. Natu paroksham iti niyamah. This is the niyama. Now, for this there are objections. We look at in the next patha. Mahavakyam aparoksha jnana hetu iti atra akshepa samadhanani. There is a question here. We look at that. Pramana is what? Upanishad Vakyani Shabda Pramanam. Shabda Pramana is Pramana. Nothing other than Shabda is Pramana in this case. In every other case, in Laukika, all other Pramanas there, Laukika Shabda is also there, but in Alaukika Vishaye, Veda Shabda eva Pramanam. Veda Shabda eva Pramanam means here in our case, Upanishad Vakyani Shabda Pramanam. Prameya is what? Mokshadi Jnaya Vishaya. The Mokshadi Jnaya Vishaya, what is this? It is Aikya. That is Prameya. Those Vakyas talking about Atma and Brahma, they are Prameya. So this is today's Patha. We will look at more in the Akshepa and Samadhana in the next Patha. Sukhan Nityam Saprakasham Vyapakam Nama Rupayo Adhishthanam Buddhyabodhyam Buddher Kyattu Nirmalam Aparam Sarva Vedanta Vedyam Pratyak Param Maha Tadeva Hannamattvanyat Iti Me Nishchitamatihi. Any questions? Okay, there is, see, anything other than Mahavakya, auxiliary or whatever, any Vakya which is not teaching Aikya is Avantara Vakya. But here specifically it is defined as to what is the nature of the Jiva, what is the nature of the Paramatma. These are Avantara Vakya. There are other Vakyas also. For example, there may be a Vakya which is talking about something which is completely unrelated to Jiva and Paramatma also in Shruti. So people say that, some scientific things have been discussed. They are all not scientific at all. These are, they are just restatements. Those restatements are not pramana for anything. They will not lead to any kind of knowledge. So they are not considered as Avantara Vakyas also. Even if you consider in this book, they are not considered as Avantara Vakya. So we can say that, is it talking about Jiva? Yes. Is it talking about Jiva as Brahma? No, then it is Avantara Vakya. Is it talking of Brahma? Yes. Is it talking of Brahma as Jiva? No, then Avantara Vakya. If it is talking about Aikya, it is Mahavakya. That's all.
Praveen ji?
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaskara. Yes.
Now, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, is it an Avantra Vakya or a Mahavakya, Guruji?
Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. It depends on how it is understood. See, when it is said Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, what is the to make it a sentence? See, Ekatinga Vakyam. This is why Vyakarana is important. Ekatinga Vakyam. What is the Vakyam here? Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Tingantam Padam Kutra Asti. Where is the verb here? What is the verb you will supply?
Asti.
Asti. Asti iti jnanam asti. Brahma asti. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma asti iti paroksham jnanam janayati.
Paroksham jnanam.
Because it is asti. You have nothing to do with asti. Asti is, where is asti used? Asti is prathama purusha ekavachana. It is not the speaker, it is not the listener, it is someone other than you and me.
There is
someone other than you and you, it is Mahavakya, all right, but it is not aparoksha jnana, it is not leading to aparoksha jnana.
Understood, because there is a differentiation between the speaker and the sarvam.
Yes. One who, see, the moksha is for the person who is doing shravana, who is doing manana, who is doing nididhyasana. Now, if this Mahavakya, which is showing Aikya, is generating, it is Mahavakya, all right. It is Mahavakya. Your question is right. The answer is yes, it is a Mahavakya. But it is not a Mahavakya which will generate aparoksha jnana. It will generate only paroksha jnana. So, Brahma asti. Brahma asti will not lead to aparoksha jnana. Brahma asmi, that's why what you supply there, if now that also can be generating aparoksha jnana if one has understood, and whenever the word Brahma comes in, he substitutes that with aham. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma, Sarvam khalvidam Brahmatma asmi. If one understands in this manner, then that Mahavakya will generate aparoksha jnana.
Aparoksha. Understood, Guruji. Understood.
Hari Om.
Yes.
Yeah, but in the footnote,
those who have questions, can they mute themselves, please?
Hari Om.
Yeah.
In the footnote, there is difference between Sakshatkara and Nididhyasana. Can you just explain that?
Sorry, Sakshatkarana and Nididhyasana, you didn't get the difference.
No, in the footnote it has been given, Ayameva Vedaha Sakshatkara Nididhyasana Yoho.
Where?
After Anupalabdhi Pramanam. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that first one.
Ayameva Bheda Sakshatkara Nididhyasanayoho Bheda. So Ayameva Bheda Sakshatkara Nididhyasana. Swayameva what is this? Namri Bhuta Vruksha Shakha Vad Vinayeva Swaprayatnam Aham Brahmasmiti Vedanta Janya Anatma Kara Vritti Rupa Antaraya Rahita Brahmakara Vritti Sakshatkara Uchyate. What is Sakshatkara? Brahmakara Vritti. Brahmakara Vritti, which is Anatmakara Vritti Rupa Antaraya Rahita, which is not interleaved by Anatmakara Vritti. That is called as Sakshatkara. Now, what is your question? What is the difference between Nididhyasana and Sakshatkara? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nididhyasana, Swayam eva namri bhuta vriksha shakha vad vina eva swaprayatnam aham brahmasmiti vedanta janya anatmakara vritti rupa raya rahita brahmakara vritti sakshatkara. Nididhyasana to swaprayatnat. Here what is it? Swaprayatnam swayam eva vina eva swaprayatnam. Vina swaprayatnam. Here what? Nididhyasanam to swaprayatnad.
Oh, only by effort.
Yeah, so there is a difference. Is that in Nididhyasana effort is needed. Here in Sakshatkara there is no effort involved.
Swayameva there.
Swayameva. So that is the difference. That's why Nididhyasana there is a lot of effort to take away the Viparita Bhavana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anyone else?
We have class tomorrow, no?
Hari Om.
Yeah.
That is all other this Avantara Vakya, everything except that Mahavakyas, they will give us Dvaita, is it? Dvaita
Not
knowledge?
necessarily Dvaita, but see, what they give is irrelevant. What will they give is irrelevant. Because see, Avantara Vakya, if something is, depends on the person who is understanding, the person who is teaching also. What these Vakyas will give is, cannot be said as, we cannot make a blanket statement as to what will the Avantara Vakyas give. Avantara Vakyas are so many, depends on what they are teaching, they'll give. Whatever is the understanding, you will get. See, if there is a teaching that, like this sparks came up from the fire, from Paramatma Jivas have come, what will they give? Depends on the understanding as to the explanation also what follows.
Okay. Guruji, this is Venkatesh. Can I take a minute?
Sorry?
Venkatesh here, can I take a minute, Guruji?
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. So can we say that Nididhyasana's phala will be only Paroksha Jnana, whereas Atma Sakshatkara would lead to Aparoksha Jnana, or Aparoksha Jnana is Atma Sakshatkara and Paroksha Jnana is the phala of...
No, you can't make that division because see, Nididhyasana is not Sakshat Sadhana at all. It is going to take away obstacles. It is not giving anything else. So what it will lead to, we cannot say that it will lead to Paroksha or Aparoksha Jnana. Paroksha, Aparoksha Jnana is dependent on the Vakya, Mahavakya.
Yeah.
Whether Asmi or Asmi. So Nididhyasana has no connection there. Nididhyasana is just taking away obstacles to Nishtha.
Understood. So even the jnana itself happens only on Tattvam Pada Vichara
not even Vichara, Jnana here. See, this is why I'm saying that this text is very much focused on accuracy. It is saying that Shravana, elsewhere we have always retained that Shravana Manana Nididhyasana lead to Jnana. Yes. Here it is said that Shravana Manana Nididhyasana do not lead to Jnana on their own. Mahavakya is a Sakshat Sadhana. When that is said, we cannot say Shravana Manana Nididhyasana lead to Paroksha or Aparoksha. They have no connection at all. They are removing the obstacles. In fact, in Mandukya it is said that this Jnanotpatti which takes place, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says there that Jnanotpatti which takes place through Mahavakya also, Mahavakya is not teaching Aikya in the manner that you think that it is teaching Aikya. The way it is teaching Aikya is not that it is going to generate a jnana that you are one with Ishvara. What it does, it takes that also, Mahavakya also, Sakshat Sadhana, all right, but it also takes away by Neti Prakriya.
Okay.
Finally, it should land the person, Brahmakara Vritti. What it does is that I am Brahma means what? Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi is equal to I am nothing else but Brahma. When I say I am nothing else, that is the real phala, Neti. That is the way it works. It is not by Aikya as, okay, I was not one, now I am one. No. It is that I was never different. I was never different because I was never sambhaddha with the Sharira.
Yes.
So it all works with Neti. Otherwise, there is an issue which Bhagavan Bhashyakara handles in Mandukya Upanishad. So it will take away the carpet that you are standing on. It's this work is also doing the same thing. Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, I am doing that. But are you listening to the Mahavakya, which is Sakshat Sadhana? Are we there yet?
Understood.
Okay.
Understood.
Anything else? Anyone else? Ramaji, I hope I have answered your question as well.
Yes. Yes.
Surabhi Amma, did you have any question?
No. We have classes tomorrow, no?
Sorry?
We have classes tomorrow, Guru Purnima.
Tomorrow Sunday, I'll have a class. Early morning, I'll have a class. Those who can join may join. Those who cannot can use the recording if they want.
Thank you.
I prefer to have a class on Guru Purnima.
Yes.
It's respect to the Sampradaya.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Thank
Guru.
you very much.
Okay, namaste.
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 Namaste.